lined up. Let me just double check. Let's see. All right, hopefully everything is lined up. All right, guys, if you can hear me, let me know. All right, guys. Oh, you can. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you. I've reached 80K subscribers yesterday. And I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for listening to my humor, um, my positivity, some maybe a little dark humor. Maybe I went too far on a couple of shorts, but I appreciate you guys for looking, for commenting. I like to share a lot of things about nursing. I am a nurse. I got my nurse shirt on. But I wanted to share a lot of things when it comes to healthcare because some people may think that, nurses are the worst. Some people think that nurses are great. But I just want to share all sides from the bullying to the having a nurse be your mentor to all the way up to having the best nursing boss ever. So if you want to say anything, I got my laptop right here. If you want to comment and have me to respond, or if you want me to talk about anything in particular, just comment in the chat. And make sure that if you're looking at this, give me a couple of likes. I love likes. Those are free. But I will talk a little bit about, I guess, this last video that I've had. And oh, wait, let's pause. Happy Memorial Day. It is a lot of soldiers that have, fought for us, and we deserve to give them a moment of silence. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm excited for you guys to be a part of this. I think this is my second live, but if you know me personally and you've watched me on YouTube before this year, you know that I had another channel. I've had a channel and I had about 24 or 23,000 subscribers. And the day before New Year's Eve, I got hacked. And I told my followers to take it, to report the video that was a live stream of Bitcoin because someone hacked into my account and I totally lost my whole channel, my monetization, my monthly pay, gone. So when I started this channel, I started this at the beginning of the year. Instead of me being all, distraught and just so upset about somebody in another country hacking me, and I was totally just out of YouTube. I couldn't even ask for the YouTubing people to help me to get it back. Once they took it down, it was a wrap. So let's say I started this in January, and in February I have 500 subscribers. Not saying that out of my 24,000 or 23,000 that I had, they followed, because I don't know. But in February I have 500, and then you look, I have 80,000, and it's what, May? So that's a blessing. I'm so humbled to have this many subscribers. I do like to chime in and talk to everybody. So I do want to say hello. If you want to tell me where you're from, if you're in the US, if you're out of the country, you don't have to give me the specifics, but I want to know who I'm talking with. So I'm Sheena and I live in Michigan. Tell me who you are. It's about 16 people in here. Don't be shy. You can talk to me. I won't bite. Tell me where you're from. I'm looking at my chat on my laptop. So again, laptop right here. Just looking to see who it is so that we can communicate. Because like I said, I don't mind talking. All right, Kathy from Kentucky. All right, Yolanda from Virginia. Nice. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Is it anyone that's watching now out of the 19 people? Is it anyone that work in healthcare? Whether you're a doctor, a nurse, a tech, a phlebotomist, a nurse practitioner, somebody in nursing school, someone retired from the healthcare industry, let me know. It's 25 people. Somebody got to be in healthcare. If not, if you inspire to be in healthcare, also put that in the comment. All right, Rhonda, retired RN in Mississippi. Okay, Rhonda, how long have you been um, retired? Enjoying that retirement? I have a long ways. I know I do, um, but I appreciate that comment. I have quite a few years, but I've only been a nurse for close to 10 years, not quite 10, but I've been in healthcare for almost 20. So, all right, Shelly from Canada. Police, fire, dispatch. Okay, Shelly. So if I need somebody to call to help me out, no, I'm just playing because you're in Canada. Thanks for commenting. Okay, so Rhonda, okay, you said about 12 years. So Rhonda, you've been retired for 12 years, or you was a nurse for 12 years. You said I retired early. Anyone else? There's 28 people in the chat. Come on and comment. I like to see who I'm talking to. Well, of course, I can't visually see you, but I like to see via chat who I'm speaking with. And if it's anything you want me to go over, feel free to comment. It's a lot of student nurses that reach out to me in my comments, and I don't mind talking to them about whatever they want, or if it's just a nurse that's interested in travel, because I've done travel nursing for 3 years, or even just getting a better staff job, getting the right pay. Let me see. Thank you for what you do. Oh, thank you, Shelly. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay, Rhonda. Okay, nurse since 17 years old. LPN first for 7 years. That's still a nurse. Okay. I work with RNs and LPNs at my current role, and I love it. They actually tend to split the RNs up from the LPNs when it even comes to the office. For whatever reason, we're nurses, so it don't matter to me. But I guess that's the way it goes there. Anyone else want to comment? Yolanda, I don't know what you sent because your message was retracted. Um, was it a comment about? Oh, I saw something about CNA. I don't know. Was it something about getting into being a certified nurse assistant, or you've been one? Let me know. Anyone else want to comment below who you are, where you're from, if you're in healthcare, if you want to talk about something in general. I just want to talk to the followers. And if you're not a follower, feel free to do so. I'm friendly. I'm nice. I got a little bit of humor if you looked at my shorts. Now I do have some heartfelt shorts because the neonatologist that I follow, that I believe is in Saudi Arabia, he is amazing at what he does. A lot of people critique. Let me see. Going to school to be a C. Oh, Yolanda, so you're going to be a certified medical assistant. Awesome, awesome. We are all there to care for patients. Exactly, we are. All healthcare staff. We are a team. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the couple of viral videos that I've had where it's a gentleman. I do not know how to pronounce his name because I follow him on Facebook, and his name is in a language that I don't speak. So in my videos, in the description, I put the link to his Facebook page. But he is amazing because, he is giving rescue breaths for these babies, and bringing them from gray or blue to pink. And it's amazing. And I'm sorry if it's a trigger for anybody that's watching. I've never lost a child, but I know there are some that have. um, if it's a trigger, I apologize for that. So the following video, I've done a hashtag because it came out after I thought about the trigger warning, or I did a trigger warning on my last one that I've done. But he is amazing. And it's people that give him a lot of flack because they think he's too rough on the babies when he's doing the reflexes, because he'll kind of like have a baby in his hand, and then he'll bring the hand back and, catch him, and he's just trying to see a reflex. But it's a lot of unknown that people don't know, including myself, and we tend to judge on how people are too rough, or they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that. And we don't know how stuff goes overseas. We know how stuff goes in our current state. So I do want to say that that man, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I did kind of Google search, like Google Translate, and it said that he was a neonatologist. So I know there are neonatologists. I know it's good respiratory therapists. I know that it's neonatal nurses. All of you guys do a good job into helping that baby to, live, to breathe, to be there for their parents so that they can go home and live hopefully a better life. Okay, let me see. Let me catch up on the comments. Okay, Rhonda mainly worked in med surge floor for most of your career. I've seen some of his videos. Yeah, he is awesome. Like I said, I followed that gentleman on Facebook, and I was like, oh my God. I've looked at some of his lives, but I couldn't really understand because he'll speak English, but he'll speak another language, and I can't really follow him, but I do like his work for sure. All right. Anyone else want to comment on anything? Um, let's see. Let's see. And I can tell you a little bit about myself if you want to, or if you want to talk about something else, we can do that. But like I said, I want to talk to you guys and see what's going on with you. If you're off for the holiday, if you sneak in at work on the phone, watching YouTube, because everybody tends to do that, or if you're on your lunch break or a late break and you just wanted to chime in and say hello, hey. But I definitely like interaction. And out of these people, I only got one like, unless my computer needs to be refreshed. Can I get some more likes in the video for this video? Thank you so much. So as I wait for some people to chime in, or if you're shy, it's okay. What I like to, what I tend to like to share on this channel, is a little bit of humor. I mean, if you look at like my banner, it'll say, I believe it says humor, mentor, nursing, something like that. Um, on my old channel that was hacked, I was in the process of getting a mentor program for student nurses, or just nurses that needed a little bit of guidance. And I may get back into doing that. I was just trying to build this channel up, but since it surpassed my old channel, I need to get some stuff in the works, so that I could get things going, and so that I could be of assistance and help. I will have some type of email if anybody had questions for me. I'll have an email so that somebody can reach out, because some people may not want to comment in the chats or in the comments. They may just want to send me an email, whether it's um, Instagram or whether it's via email. They just want it to be more private than anything. So I will start posting my email. I'll probably have it in my about portion of YouTube like I had before. Or thanks Kush, thanks for loving my videos. I try my best. YouTube is not easy. You got to get on the grind to get where you are. And I'm an example because I literally post every day. But yeah, so I will come up with an email. So if people want to email me questions or if they want to get more information, I even had a book about travel nursing, like the um, the not the intro travel nursing, but what you need to know before you start. And that's on Amazon. I'll probably link it somewhere. As well as I had a list, an online list for you to check off to see if you're ready for travel nursing, because my old channel was strictly on nursing, travel nursing. And since the rates have dropped a little bit, a lot of people are not travel nursing anymore unless they're the first ones to grab those good contracts. So I can talk about travel nursing as well. But um, I tend to have a lot of humor in my channel because life is short. Have some laughter, have some joy. I also want to show you the wrong thing. And then sometimes people will have skits where they know they're doing the wrong thing, and I use it as a teaching aspect. And I'll do my reaction and my comments on that. But I like to joke. I mean, that's me. Even if, say, you were one of my patients, before the end of our time together, if you coming in and you see me, I tend to make people smile. Unless they're one of those type of people where they're like, stick in the mud, then I'll leave them be. I'll just be pleasant and smile myself. But usually I like to crack a joke with patients. Every last one of them, if they're in the mood for it. Okay, let me see. Kathy, I lost my firstborn daughter 4 years ago. I lost a part of me. Oh my gosh. How do I make myself get out the house? Kathy, I'm so sorry that you lost your daughter, your firstborn. I have 3 daughters, by the way. I just don't show them on the channel, but um, in my little picture, that's my youngest that's with me. Um, you said you used to take care of older people. Okay, so Kathy, you have to take it one step at a time. I mean, you have to think about how would your daughter want you to feel even though she's gone. She wants you to keep moving. She wants you to keep thriving and know that you're important, and she is as well. You keep that memory. You keep it in your heart. You keep it in your mind. You have pictures of her. You know, you may have something in particular that was hers that you keep around you, but make sure that you continue to live life, your quality of life. She wants you to continue to live life. So go outside. It's pretty nice outside now, unless it's raining somewhere. It's pretty nice out. Go sit on the porch or the patio or go for a walk. Go to the mall. Go get you something small. Go get your nails done. Don't look at mine because I'm due for it. But, you know, go and treat yourself and pamper yourself to make you feel good. You know, your daughter would want that for you, Kathy. 100%. So, Kathy, you said you used to take care of older people. Did you work in like home care? Did you do some type of geriatric, in a hospital with, let me see, long-term care, stuff like that? And anybody else that want to chime in, please do. And if you're watching, give me a like. I appreciate that. Okay. So Kathy, let's see. This is the best time to go outside because the weather. You see the trees, getting green leaves on them again. You're starting to see the flowers blossom. The sun is out. Sometimes you just got to sit outside and just catch the breeze. It will be hard, but force yourself. Because remember, nobody is going to make you but yourself to get up out of the house and do something. You don't necessarily have to go, somewhere and live your best life right away. But remember, your daughter will want the best for you. So you need to get out the house, maybe go to a store, get you a nice dress or a nice shirt, some shoes, something like that, a piece of jewelry. Not expensive. You don't have to get expensive. Maybe some earrings, okay? Do little small stuff to make you feel better. and just say whatever your daughter's name is, and you don't have to put it in the comments. Just say, my daughter will want this for me. My daughter will want me happy. Remember that she will want the best for you. Anybody else want to comment and chime in and tell me who you are, where you're from, or you can just tell me, let me see, when did you first see me? Did you see me in the one video where the baby was being revived? Because I've done 3 videos like that. If you haven't seen those 3, they're in there. You're welcome, Kathy, anytime. Let's see. I do want to, if no one else wanted to talk about anything, I did want to talk a little bit about, because it's a little bit of controversy in the comments when I talk about nurse bullying. I'm definitely going to talk about that right now. Just give me one moment. Let me see. I was trying to create a poll, but it's going to take too long. So with nurse bullying, so I'll tell you from me. Like I said, I've been a nurse for close to 10 years. Been in healthcare for about 20 years. And what I can tell you is, when I was a novice meaning new nurse. Let me see. Push. I worked in nursing home for 13 years, and I'm really thinking about going to become. Please do. Please do become a male nurse. We need male nurses out here, okay? I love to see a male nurse. And be careful, because a lot of the women like to hit on the male nurses. So, not me. I'm married. I love my husband. I ain't going nowhere. But be on the lookout, because they probably already hitting on you right now if you're in healthcare. Kush. Okay. So, but yes, to go back to the nurse bullying. So, for me, I didn't get bullied as a new nurse when I was in a novice area. So from 0 to 5 years, I wasn't bullied. I wasn't. When I got into travel nursing, within these last 3 years, there was some intimidation. There was, I wouldn't, it was more so harassment. It was harassment. Last year, I'm gonna tell you, last year, what was it, 2024? 2023, last year. Um, so there was a nurse. I guess she was just set in her own ways, and um, I was a, as you would call, a port nurse, or a central line nurse. So the nurse that would access the ports in the chest for chemo, as well as the PIC lines, and the trialysis. So I would access those, and at this particular place, there was a nurse that's been there, and she was, she's we both did the same role. I was just traveled to help. So this nurse, in the charting system that they used until they switched over to Epic, she would look in my charting. And somebody similar to my story, it's happening. I found a video like that. So if you watch my videos, look at it at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I didn't feel this way, because ain't nobody gonna punk me. But anyway, so this, and I'll say young lady, but she was older. She would look into my charting, and then she would call my office, because we had office numbers. She would call my office and say, oh, well, you should have charted this and you should have charted that, because the patient has a port on the right side. Wait a minute. How you going to tell me to change my charting on a patient that you didn't even access, when the patient had a port on the other side because they just had a surgery to get the port removed and repositioned on the other side? So she was harassing me for everything, looking at my chart. You know what I'm saying? So, and you could even see her. She could change my charting, but you can see that she did it because she had to sign her name. So somebody help me in the chat. Somebody help me in the chat to tell me what that is. It's not a HIPAA violation, but when somebody goes in the chart and changes what you've done and signs it, what is that? It's on the tip of my tongue. But if you know what it is, comment below. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, she would just go in and change my charting. And until they went to Epic, I didn't have a problem. But you can't tell a nurse that is in with the patient in the closed door that they need to change their access point to the other side when that person is not even in there with you. I literally had to reach out to management to let them know, like, hey, you need to talk to so and so because she's changing my charting. And I can tell you the patients that she's changed because she signed them. And she's calling me every other minute to say, this need to be that way, this need to be that way. So that means she got too much time on her hands. But it's okay because I was a travel nurse and I was getting paid. But just to be that harassment every day, like that did a toll on me. And it made me upset that she would have to go through my things to correct me when she wasn't even there. But it is what it is. Let me see. You will be bullied and experience more sexual discrimination as a nurse in healthcare, I believe, than any other field. Not as bad today as if was back in the 80s when I started, Rhonda. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Um, Seems like that would be illegal. Yeah, it would seem like it would be illegal for this woman to go in the chart that I've completed to change what I've done. Like, in other words, creating an addendum and changing what I've done and sign it. But she hasn't even touched the patient. So that's what that's some type of violation right there. Going into somebody's chart that you haven't even touched. If it was a hospital setting, because this was a clinic, but it was a clinic inside of a hospital. So if this was a hospital setting where, we bedside, doing charting bedside, and she decided to do this, that's, I don't think is it HIPAA? It might be, but I know it's not right. It's definitely not right to go on somebody else's strike that you haven't even touched. People get fired for that. Um, you know, that's a fireable offense. But anyway, is what it is. I mean, she continues to work there, and I believe they're just trying to hold on to their staff because that clinic, it's an easy clinic, but the turnaround time is ridiculous. I think when I was working there, I worked for 3 months there. I took a break. My oldest daughter went to college. Yes, I got a person in college. Ooh, I'm glad I still look young. But so I came back after because they still needed help, and then I worked for them another 3 months. So she still was there. When I came back, she didn't even talk to me. She didn't even talk to me at all because I told the bosses what she was doing and that it needed to stop. And at that time, it did stop. But it was just, she knew she was doing the wrong thing, and she intimidates. There we go. She intimidates everybody that works as a central line nurse with her. People will quit because of her. Me, she wasn't stopping my weekly paycheck. So what I did was I went to the managers and I said, well, y'all need to talk to her because this is happening, and it's a bit overwhelming. And one of the assistant nurse manager, she told me, yeah, a lot of people have quit because of her. I'm like, that's a hard pass. Like, y'all need to keep your good people and take the bad people out. But in some cases, it's really hard to get rid of staff that's been there for a long time. All right, let me see. Indeed, that should be illegal. You should report if. Well, I told I gave that information to the assistant manager and the nurse manager. So I don't know what they did with it because I was a travel nurse. A travel nurse, I'm sorry, by the way, where I did such a good job that I got a Daisy nomination at a travel assignment. That's unheard of. But this lady was just nitpicking and really trying to like fix everything that I was doing, but didn't even know because she wasn't in the room. That right there, That's a no-no. Nobody should have to deal with that. But anyway, anyone else want to talk about anything? Let me see. What jobs do you get in a hospital without a, oh, probably what jobs do you get in a hospital without a college degree? Um, so, Kush, the jobs that you can get in a hospital without a degree are quite a few. You just won't, be in the nursing area, but a college degree, you can get certifications. So if you're certified in do phlebotomy, or like Yolanda wrote that she was going to be a CMA, which is a certified medical assistant. You can get those certifications. You can do housekeeping where you don't have to do anything but just apply, because everybody cleans up their home, and if you don't, you can lie because they're gonna teach you how to clean. And hopefully you're not nasty. Nothing against you, but in general, housekeeping you can get in a hospital with no degree. Um, you can work in dietary, so you can work in the kitchen. You can deliver trays. You can cook in the cafeteria. You can be the cashier at the cafeteria. If they have any type of extra jobs like Starbucks or something like that in the hospital, or Tim Hortons, you can work as a barista in the hospital. What else? Let me see. Anything else? I'm trying to think really quick before I go to Rhonda's statement. Um, Let me see. Housekeeping, the cafeteria. Um, those two are like the easiest to get in. I know in some cases, and I'm not sure. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. Transporters, absolutely. Um, those don't require anything at all. In order to get into like the PCA or the CNA, the techs, um, I would just recommend going to school, get your little 3 week, or in Michigan, they have like little 3 week programs where you can get that, pay for your class. I think the classes are like anywhere from 2 weeks to a month, and then sign up to work. So it's pretty simple. You pay for that, you get a job. And then you're phlebotomist. Absolutely. But phlebotomist, like I mentioned before, you have to, I don't think you can go in to the hospital without a certification. So you can get a certification for medical assistant, phlebotomy. But if you go for medical assistant, phlebotomy is a part of that. You can get, what is it called? Central supply. What is it called? Where they're cleaning the instruments. So there's a role where I think you can apply before you even go to school, but you have to complete your schooling for it. I think it's medical supply instruments, or what is it called? I forgot. But it's literally you work in the OR and you clean the instruments. It's like sterile processing something. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Rhonda, you said watch your back because she seems the type to set you up, not just to get you in trouble or fired, but to lose your license. She sounds dangerous. Yes, Central Supply. Yep, that's what it's called. Um, oh, Rhonda, I'm not at that travel assignment anymore, but I did think about that. Like, she's not gonna set me up for failure, so I reached out to management to let them know what she was doing, because I value my license. It took me too much time for me to go through school, pass boards, to let somebody that's just all up in my business to get me fired or for me to lose my license. That's a no-no. But that was something that happened last year. I'm glad I ain't got to deal with her. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Let me see if I can create a poll. Let me see. Kush, thanks for the great information. It was very helpful. Oh, no problem. Are you currently in healthcare now, Kush? Oh, wait, but you said you working in a nursing home. So, are you like a CNA working in a nursing home for 13 years? Yeah, Kush, definitely go back to school. Go back to school because you've worked in healthcare for 13 years. So, you know, learn what it is to become. And I mean, if you want to go back to be an LPN, you can. That's a shorter process, but I always recommend people if they want to go into nursing to go for RN. So do your, if you want to go get an associate, do your 2 years work. If you want to get your bachelor's, which I do recommend, you can work while you're getting your bachelor's because the only difference between the associates is that's your core. Oh, yep, you'll see it. CNA. Okay. So while you're working, go back to school, go to a community college, okay? Because who cares what university you go to? You just gonna have student loans. Go to a community college while you're working. And if you're a CNA already there, they probably can work with your schedule. Just tell them, hey, I'm going to nursing school because they probably want you to work with them to, while when you're a nurse. So they gonna work with you for your schedule. So go ahead and do that. Get your associate's degree, pass boards, work a little bit. For me, when I got my associates, soon as I passed boards, I went back to school for my bachelor's because some of these schools give discounts for the community colleges. So I was able to get my bachelor's in a year after I got my associates. So I didn't have to go for 4 years. Like if you go to a university, you got to do all of that. I literally got my associates in 2, my bachelor's in 1 more. So 3 years I was done. I do want to go back for my master's. I talked about while I was in NP school and I dropped out. So if you haven't seen that video, feel free to do so. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to go back. I just think that I will be better off in education because I like to teach, I like to help, especially the newer generation. A lot of the newer nurses get frustrated because we may want to help them and correct them with things, and they may think that we're being a bit extra, but knowing the right way is crucial because you can save somebody's life like that. I said it. Okay, let me see. I could write a book on some things I've went through. I never laughed as hard as when I was in nursing. I could write a book at some things I've experienced and witnessed. It's not oh, I think your message went out, Rhonda. It's a lot. For me, I started off in nursing school. I mean, when I finished nursing school, I went straight into the ER. Straight into the ER. And I wanted that. I wanted the trauma. I wanted the gunshot wounds, the stab wounds. I wanted to see all of that, all in one roof. And I love the experience. And then another reason why I did that is because I have a mentor, my aunt. She's been a nurse for over 30 years. And she was helping to guide me on where I wanted to be. Originally, I wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse. And for labor and delivery, it's a lot of lawsuits there. And she told me, be cautious if you want to do that because you don't want to be in a lawsuit. I just love little babies, so that's why I wanted to be in labor and deliveries to see all the little babies. But I probably will be crying if there were stillbirths. So I didn't get into labor and delivery at all. I went into the ER, and with the ER, you still see a little bit of delivery if the patient gets there and they're like mid delivery and you just deliver a baby in the ER in the trauma room. So I saw it wasn't the same experience as how labor and delivery may have, but I did see a few. Let me see. Job for anyone I do not recommend unless you have a passion for it. Should start as a CNA. Yes, Rhonda. Nursing is not for the weak. My middle daughter wants to go into nursing school and she sees what I go through. She wanted to get into the healthcare field to see if she liked it. And I told her, I said, you can be a CNA, You can go, actually, it was a pharmacy tech program that was out here. I said, get into there so you can kind of learn the medical jargon and still get paid, because she's going to a university. So she got some time before she get into nursing. And then, of course, I'll always be there for her if she needs help with a situation, or if she just want to debrief, like how I do my aunt. When some stuff arrives, that's what I'm here for. Let me see. But yeah, Rhonda, CNA to start. Actually, okay, Rhonda, a little bit about me. I was a phlebotomist. So I worked in phlebotomy for about 8 years before getting into nursing school. Um, while I was in nursing school, I still worked in a lab. And then when I was studying for boards, the particular hospital that I was with, I wanted to branch out from them. So I applied for a position in another hospital as a CNA. Well, they call it in the ER, they call it PCTs, or patient care techs. And actually, I didn't even have a certification. I just had the phlebotomy and that 8 years of healthcare. So, it wasn't like I was coming from McDonald's to healthcare. I kind of knew some things, but definitely, I was a CNA for like maybe a month while I was studying for the NCLEX, and then I switched over to the RN role. But you definitely need to get in some type of healthcare before you dive into nursing, because it's not for the weak. Rhonda, you know. Okay. I love the chaos. My mind works better under stress. Okay, so talk about stress. I don't know if I would say my mind works better under stress, but I believe as a nurse, you think about multiple things at a certain time frame when you assessing a patient, when you need to get meds, time management, what needs to be done first when you have multiple patients. When do you need to call a doctor, or when do you need to have a doctor come and see the patient? Stuff like that. You definitely, yeah, when you go back to school for nursing, um, it's a whole nother beast. You can tame it, but it will change your thinking skills, because you're not going to think as a regular person anymore. You're going to think critically, and you're going to think about the first three things that come to mind instead of just one. You know what I mean when you were in school, because the NCLEX is going to be the same way. All these answers going to look right, but it's going to be one that's the best. All right, guys. Anyone else want to comment on anything? Let me know. I'm here. I am here to chat with you guys. I got the house quiet. My dog ain't barking. My child taking a nap. Perfect. Okay, guys. Let me know what you want to talk about. Oh, you know what? While I'm waiting on anybody that want to write in the comments, whether they just want to say hello or if they want to talk about something in particular, let me tell you about my recent harassment bullying situation. So, this current place that I'm at, I won't disclose none of it. Um, this nurse decides that she wants the location that I sit at. She wants to sit at my desk. Now, this desk was my desk before I even got off of orientation, because it was labeled for my position. But this nurse, she she wanted my desk because it's bigger than the desk she was sitting at. Mind you, she has two offices. She shares one with me and another nurse, and then she has one upstairs that she shares where her patients are. Now, this young lady, and I'm saying this lightly, she would pick at me every week. It will be something, right? This woman decides, after I turned around and said, okay, let's just get this out the way. Let's talk about this. You want my desk, but you can't have it. You need to let that go. This was for my role, and your patients are not even on this unit. I don't even know why you here. I didn't say that last part. I don't know why you here, because that would have been mean. I was really being nice, but I wanted to be hood. But I didn't, because I value my coin, because I have a family to raise. So, a month goes by, and I thought everything was settled once we had our little talk. Let me tell you, this woman, we were in a meeting. We were in a meeting at my job. And I mentioned, it's kind of a bit stressful, working here. I've never worked at a clinic, you know, this stressful. I've never. And I said, I literally have to pray in the morning before coming in. Remember what I just said. I have to pray in the morning before coming in to get peace, right? To get peace of mind. At the end of the meeting, because she could have addressed it when I said it, at the end of the meeting, I'm picking up the little pamphlet and I'm heading out the door. She said something to me and I couldn't really hear it. So I'm like, okay, let me just shake my head because I don't know what she's talking about. But if she's trying to pick with me, it's like really. So as I shook my head, she yells, well, you have to talk to me where you could talk to me. I'm like, about what? So she comes up to me, I kid you not, and let me know if anybody has ever done this, to just be vindictive or just to be just to get under your skin. She comes up to me because I said, remember the statement? I said I pray every morning before coming in to get peace. She comes up to me and touches me on my shoulder. On my arm. Touches me on my arm. And she says, right in my ear, no boundaries at all. You know we not cool. Why would you be right here? Look, right here. And she says, am I the reason why you pray before work? Why would you say that? If this was you, comment, please let me know if I'm tripping. If this was you, would you say that to get under my skin? Yes or no? Does that seem like it's a genuine concern? Or are you saying this to get under somebody's skin? Please let me know if I'm tripping. Because for me, we've had issues since the beginning. And she started 2 weeks before me. 2 weeks. We've had issues since the beginning. And you decide to come up to me right here. I don't see nobody in the comments. Y'all got to tell me if she tripping, if I'm tripping, or if she did that to get under my skin, for her to come right here where I can feel her breath on my ear, for her to say, am I the reason why you pray before work? Let me see. Yes. Girl, yes. Let me ask you, these problems that you've had with the other coworkers, were they regular employees and were you a travel nurse? Because many resent others that travel. Okay. So Rhonda. Actually, in all of my travel nurse, in all of my travel nurse, the cheese man, hi, the cheese man, I like that name. In all of my travel nurse roles, I've had a little bit of flack, but this is not a travel assignment. We're both permanent. And I really didn't want to share that because I may leave and go back to travel, but I was trying to do something permanent because I need some stuff taken care of and I need to have a permanent role. I'll tell y'all about that further down the line. I'm not trying to spill the tea yet. So, um, yeah. So this is something that I've been dealing with. And if I was just agency and she was just jealous, I wouldn't even care because I would be counting down the days until I'm gone, right? But this is permanent. So in my travel nurse area, in my roles, I've had a little bit of flack where people are jealous because they think that I make way more. They don't even know what my checks are because I don't explain how much I make to anybody. They can just look stuff up online and assume. Um, I've had people jealous. Oh, we'll give her more patients than us because she makes more. I've had the one nurse from last year that was looking through my charts, but she did that to everyone that worked in that role, including the lady that left right before me, because I wasn't even supposed to be a central line nurse. I was supposed to work in the clinic, but when she left, the manager asked if I could take her role because I knew how to access PICS ports and trialysis. So, um, yeah, to answer that question, Rhonda, Kush, yeah, she was wrong. Yeah, she was dead wrong. So what I did, that right there, because beforehand I let management know just to get them the heads up. I thought everything was finished and done, but when she did that and she came up to touch me and whisper in my ear, and we not cool. Um, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop the harassment. So I wrote an email to the bosses, and now they're doing some investigation and stuff like that. The good thing about it, like I mentioned in one of my shorts, when somebody is bullying or harassing you, you write down the date, the time, if you remember. So when I came to management, I had 5 different times this lady picked with me within a 3-month time frame. Um, yeah. So I made sure that I did my part. Now, I did talk to the assistant nurse manager to just let her know what was going on and just to give her a heads up, because I thought after I turned around and I said, let's hash this out about this desk, I thought it was done, right? But then she decides to do little other stuff. I'm like, okay, I can't. So it is what it is. So we'll see how that goes, because that's some investigation that's happening as we speak. But people like that make you not want to work in that environment. I have no issues with the doctors. They love me. We're getting people email us, all type of, what do you call them? Congratulatory things, or how this person is great or this unit is great and everybody is so kind and nice. But in my office that I share, it's like I don't even want to sit in there. I really don't, because it's just a continuum of picking and harassment and bullying, and they know what they're doing because I'm not even going to say no names. They know what they're doing because the door is closed and it's just us. And the 2 nurses that's there, they have their own little sisterhood. And I'm just off on my side, not trying to really be friends with anybody, because in my video that I wrote, coworkers are not always friends. Everybody want to know your business, but some people will use that business to bite you in the butt. So watch who you are friends with, because definitely them 2 I'm not. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get down to the comments. If it was a genuine concern, she would have realized that her behavior wasn't professional and corrected it. She was taunting you and making fun of the fact that you have a prayer life. Boom. So this is what I said. I didn't even finish. So after she touched me with her hand, ever so softly, but she touched me. When she did that, my boss was in the back. Like we were walking out. So I don't know if she saw it or not, but it was another nurse that saw it. So she came up to me after and was like, "Are you okay?" After she touched me, this is what let me put this down. This is my shoulder. I literally dropped it and said, "Please don't touch me. That makes me feel uncomfortable." And I gave her the most serious look ever. So, no. So when they told me, "You going to work? Yeah. See ya." So when they told me, "Do you have any witnesses that have seen these things?" Oh, absolutely. The assistant manager that I spoke with about everything, she was talked to. The nurse that reached out to me to see if I was okay, she was a part of the people you can ask. The techs that worked with me, they were a part of it. So it wasn't just me saying one thing and all these multiple times. I have witnesses. And you have to be like that because some people go around and bully people and they haven't been stopped. But what you can do is you can stop them from bullying you or harassing you. Okay, let me see. Yes, always have a paper trail, document her actions if possible. 100%. 100%. I have literally a journal where I wrote everything down. You have to be like that. It's unfortunate, but you have to be like that. Someone like that can make you hate going to work. I have cried before work at times. So, Rhonda, she does make me hate going in that office. But since I wrote that email, guess what? Somebody told her behind not to come in the office. If you have 2 offices and your patients are not even on that unit, why are you even in the office with me? So she hasn't been in that office for a few weeks, and I'm thanking them for it, okay? Because I don't want to be bothered with that lady. I really don't. People would, and not just me, the nursing staff that would come in that helps me, and the other nurse, they would literally drag in and say, "Oh my God, I got to deal with this person." Nobody wants to deal with that. And I just wasn't going to deal with it. For me, I can only speak for myself. So if everybody else have problems, they got to talk up for them. But I'm only talking about me because I don't want no issues. And I don't want nobody messing with my paycheck. Okay. Anyone else want to talk about something? I told y'all a little bit of drama, a little bit of drama. Um, but I definitely want to hear from y'all if y'all want to talk. Or if y'all a little shy, it's 14 people. If y'all shy, it's okay. We won't bite. I just want to talk to my subscribers. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. But I want to talk to you. I want this to be a community. Okay? I'm nurse savvy. She nurse savvy. I want to see who I'm talking with. You don't even have to be in healthcare. Some people like to follow channels that's not even in healthcare, don't even want to be in healthcare. But some people do follow them because they want to see what it is to be like someone in healthcare or a nurse or something like that. Come on, y'all, stop being shy. I appreciate the engagement though from you guys. I really do. And that's what I used to do on my channel that got hacked. I would actually come on and do lives, and we would talk about particular subjects. I talked to the nursing students about different things. I talked to the people trying to get into travel nursing. Shoot, on my last channel, I actually did a recording of me, a live, not live, but I did a recording of me for an interview for a work from home position for travel. So I give information out there. I just want to know what y'all want to look at, what y'all want to talk about. And there's 20 people here. So, I mean, stop being nervous. Or if you put it like this, if you want to talk to me more as a one-on-one and nobody to see it, comment below, "I want your email," or post the email. And I'll generate an email just for this channel. I've generated a Instagram for my old YouTube channel, but I'm gonna start linking that in there because I post on there. I even have Instagram for my scrub line. So most of the time when you see me in my shorts and this, throughout the week, and you see me with scrubs with a zipper down the middle, front zipper halfway, those are my scrubs. And that's what travel nursing did. It gave me the money to invest in something that I could wear, that I could share with others. And my scrub sets are like $50 um, for the older ones. For the newer ones, it's $80 because they come with a jacket. But you go into any other scrub store and you paying at least $100 for top and bottom. So I tend to be affordable, um, but nursing can put you to where you can invest in real estate. You can invest in um, or you can be an entrepreneur. Look at me, I'm on YouTube, and I literally thought that my channel was going to be a slow rise. I didn't expect it to jump this quick, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Let me see. Beware, had a nurse who would provoke and call you names by whispering in your ear. So when you lost your temper out loud, you look. Yes, this is what I did, Rhonda. You said somebody was whispering stuff in your ear, so I never had an outburst. The only time that because I was fed up, I'm not gonna lie. Um, the only time that I kind of raised my voice was when we were in that office and the door was closed. And that was right before I went to the assistant manager to tell her what was going on because I thought everything was squashed. I thought everything was taken care of. And the next month, she all in my ear. But no, I definitely no. Nope, 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 nope. You're not about to catch me slipping. I'm a way calmer Sheena because of my mentor with experience, prayer. Because if I was the young Sheena that didn't care, I probably would have gave her some choice words and kept it moving. But I know that I had to share an office with that young lady, as I say it loosely, and I had to interact because she would try to pull stuff from me. She would still try to pull like the small talk when I don't really care for you. So I don't want to small talk with you. Our patients didn't interact. So I didn't really need to talk to you about anything. I may say, I'm cordial. I'll say a good morning or a have a good day. But I told her because she said, hey, I want a work-life relationship. I said, you're not going to get that from me. You get a good morning, have a good lunch, have a good day. That's it. Stop trying to pull something from me that I don't want to give you because you're going to look really silly when I don't respond to you talking to me. Okay. Kush, what are some good benefits of for a nurse? Some good benefits for a nurse, meaning the good benefits for you being a nurse. Okay, I'm going to say this, but you could take it however way you want it. Good benefits for a nurse, job security. And when I say job security, I don't mean that you always have a job at that one location that you're at. No. When I mean job security, I'm talking about you can work anywhere you want. You can work in the U.S. You can work outside of the U.S. if you decide to do that because you have a nursing degree. Now, if you are a compact state, which my state is not, my governor didn't want it to be compact, but it's okay. What I had to do when I traveled, and I didn't travel far because I have a little one, I had to purchase a license in the state that I wanted to travel. If you're in a compact state, you just pay for the endorsement. I think it's like $100. And you can work in any state that's compact. So that's what I mean by job security. As long as you are efficient as a nurse, you're learning, you can take that knowledge and go anywhere. Another benefit as a nurse is once you work a little bit, like say not a little bit, maybe 2 years, if you want to, depending on where you are, because like I said, I started off in the ER. So people look at your background when you're trying to get into management. Kush, I'm not sure if you want to get into management at all, but when you work for a couple of years in a critical care environment and you want to level up and get something else, because of your background, it's easier for you to get it. So if you want to get into management, but say you're trying to become a manager at a clinic or something like that, or like I was a nurse supervisor at a dialysis clinic, and if I would have stayed there long enough, I would have been pretty much a nurse manager because they wanted me to be apply for a nurse manager role while I was there. But I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I'm ready for that because I was still a novice. But, they looked at my background. I did ER and ICU. So when you have those critical care backgrounds, that trumps anybody that's in a labor and delivery or a med surge floor if they want that critical thinking. Not saying that a med surge nurse won't stomp you and do laps around you, because they will. But if you're trying to use your background to level up into management, or if you want to do, something else that's higher up than just a staff nurse, floor nursing, definitely think about where you want to be first. I think I did a video too, Kush, about did I? Oh no, that was the travel nursing, the good, bad, and the ugly of travel nursing. But it's a lot of good benefits. I think I did a short on the benefits of nursing, but you definitely can work in any state as long as if you apply for the license. If you're not compact, get some time in. Um, you get discounts through the hospital, and I mean not just for nurses. That's for anybody. So, Kush, I believe you said you work in a skilled nursing facility. I've never done so as a nurse. I've only drew blood as a phlebotomist. And back then, I was a senior lab assistant, so I was one of the higher phlebotomists. So, I was able to go in the nursing home, do that, and then leave. So I don't really know how it worked in there, but the discounts where if you get a discount on your home, your car, all of these different things you can get while being a nurse. Um, of course, Nurses Week is awesome, but I think every hospital has a week for each provider in in a hospital. Every week is somebody's week. Okay, let me see. Rhonda, you used to have a license in each state that you worked in, like driver's license. They're they aren't going to hire someone in management usually in a hospital, as all I know, without experience. Pals. Okay, so Rhonda, yes, I know. I know you're retired, but compact. I'm not sure if you are familiar with compact states, but if you're in a compact state, you can work. If say, okay, Ohio, Ohio, I have a license in Ohio. That's a compact state. I'm not a resident of Ohio. So if I lived in Ohio and I wanted to work in, I'm trying to think, what's another compact state? Let me just give you an example. Pennsylvania, something like that. I don't have to worry about paying for another license because Pennsylvania is a compact state. If it's not, I'm just giving an example, y'all. So you can go, and it's multiple compact states you can go and work at. But for me, I would have to get each individual license. When I'm talking about management, with management, if you're in a smaller setting, Kush, this is for you. If you want to even get into management, if you're in a smaller setting, you work that you work as a staff nurse. Because for me, I was in a dialysis clinic. Um, I work as a staff nurse. The nurse supervisor position became available 3 months after I started. Guess what I did? I applied for it. That was more money for me. It was a salaried position. I applied for it. I believe it was a few people that interviewed, but guess who got it? Me, because they wanted somebody that had a critical care background, ER, ICU. So I got into that role. I still helped the staff on the floor, but I definitely got a supervisory role under my belt as a nurse. So if I wanted to get into something, they can. Have you ever worked in management? Yes, I have. And at that time, I actually, my manager was out on maternity leave, and I wasn't even fully trained. If it wasn't for me and the social worker teaming together and the sister clinics helping me, I would have failed because I wasn't even fully trained. But we ran that clinic. We ran it. I mean, I was doing schedules, I was doing payroll, I was assisting patients. I was doing everything that I needed to do because I catch on quick. That's why I'm so good in travel nursing, because with travel nursing, you got to go in these places and you got to catch on quick, because they're not going to give you orientation for 6 weeks. That's half your contract. They're going to give you orientation for sometimes hours if they're in dire need, and the max you're going to get is 1 week. So that's what I mean, Rhonda, about management. You work in that area when the position is available. If you have that critical care background, they'll give it to you over someone that doesn't. I think it was other people that were only dialysis only backgrounds. They started off in dialysis and they just wanted to work their way up. But I was freshly new into dialysis, 3 months in, applied for the role, and started the following month. So it was easier for me because of my background. Okay. Kush, I hope that answered your question. If not, you can feel free to give me any other questions. And it's about 28 people on here, so don't be shy, guys. Comment if you want to comment any questions, or if you just want to say hello, if you want to say who you are, where you're from, feel free to do so. And I have a question for you guys out of these 30 people. Um, do you strictly look at my YouTube shorts? Because I know a lot of people look at the shorts. I think the majority of my subscribers come from shorts. Do you prefer shorts over long form content? Or do you like, okay, put it like this to make it easier. Do you like shorts, long form content, or both? Let me know in the comments. You like shorts, YouTube shorts, long form content, meaning something that's past 60 seconds, or do you like both? I know y'all can chime in. It's 34 people, and hopefully I see some people typing, because I got some true people that I'm not gonna forget. Kush and Rhonda, they interacting with me, but out of y'all people sit watching, come on now, chime in. We're not biting. Let me know. Shorts, long form content, or both. For me, when I look on YouTube, because I watch YouTube before I even cut on the television. I'll watch Netflix when my husband gets off from work, and we'll just watch Netflix at night. But me and my husband are YouTubers. Like, no, I'm the YouTuber, but we'll both watch YouTube like throughout the day, because YouTube University is amazing. As in, it's for free unless you subscribe to each person, where you're getting their exclusive things and stuff like that. But we watch YouTube a lot. You learn a lot from YouTube, a whole lot. And some stuff you have to sift through. Some stuff, it's a little bit fake. And even the videos that I may do some type of reaction to, people have said, "Oh, well, they're pranking each other," and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know. I was really into it. Like, oh my God, how would they do this?" Or it could be, someone that uh, it was some type of fake video and it was just put out there, and I'm like, how would you dare sue them for this? Y'all be telling me like, oh, that's fake. I'm like, for real? Is it really fake? Or is the guest on the shows fake? Like how Maury have people on there and they know that you ain't the baby daddy and you coming on this show type deal. So I appreciate you guys for letting me know, because I'm thinking that some of this, the majority of the stuff that I show is real, but some of that stuff they're like, oh no, that's a fake show. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, y'all, come on, chime in. I need some more. I need some more comments. Nobody let me know yet. It's 40 people in here. Do you like YouTube Shorts, long form content, or both? Let me know. Let me know. Is there anyone that is watching currently that's in nursing school? If so, comment below. I love to hear when people are in nursing school, only because I've been there and I know that it could be difficult because you have to change your whole life around, just to complete school for nursing. But when you get done, I mean, you good. You don't never want to go back to do fundamentals because it was rough. But when you get done, you good. You see, Kush, I love both. You share a lot of great information. Well, thank you, Kush. I try my best. I try my best. And make sure you keep me posted on when you go to nursing school, okay? Because I want to hear how good you're doing. And one tip I want to give you, when you in nursing school, Kush, get a feel for the students around you, because you going to need some study buddies, okay? You don't have to have a lot. You can have one or two, but you're going to need some study buddies. And then you're probably going to need, when you're doing your clinicals, network. Network with those, the nursing, not the nursing staff, but like management. If you come across management and you like where you are, if you don't want to go back to long-term care, if you want to get into the hospital, network with those nurse managers. Say, hey, I know Kush is probably not your first name, but hey, my name is Kush. I'm really interested in this unit here. I would love to work here, when I graduate from school. Can I have your email and phone number? And then you write the name, email, right there. You already networking, and you can get through email and talk to them and see if they have an opening for you. If not, sometimes they'll hire you as a nursing student if you just want to get in there. But that's a little tip for you, Kush, because you've been so consistent on commenting on this chat for me. I appreciate that. I guess I'm gonna finally create this poll because nobody is, other than Kush, is commenting which one they like better. I want somebody else to chime in. Come on, say something to me. Talk to me. Okay, now there's a poll, so nobody has to even comment in the chat. You could just click on the poll if you want to. Let me see. Let's go back here. Okay, so um what I really enjoy about YouTube is I'm able to talk to somebody that's, you know, not even in the area that I live in. With me living in Michigan, I can talk to somebody that's in Canada, Virginia, Mississippi, Kentucky. It's no way that I can just talk to you without it being the internet. So I appreciate that. You get a lot of knowledge, a lot of knowledge on YouTube, and I think most of the knowledge that's given, all people want is just a like, a subscribe. That's for free for them giving that information to you. So I think that YouTube is pretty awesome, and for people that want to get into content creation, I tell them to do it because my channel shot up so quick. I haven't even really been on this channel but for 5 months. 5 months. And I got 80,000 subscribers. I couldn't make it up. I couldn't make it up. And I'm just grateful because I almost was like, oh my God, I quit. I can't do none of this. But I have a heart to share information. And, you know, when you get into content creation, you're going to hear, well, you're going to see in your comments, you're going to see people that agree with you, people that disagree with you. There are going to be people that are mm, ignorant. I was trying to be nice. Well, that is a pretty decent word, but they're going to be ignorant. They're going to troll your comments, and whatever makes them feel better. It could be you writing something about religion in the comments, and then someone else is writing something that, why would you think this? That's just a part of the internet. People say what they want to say, and I never take it to heart because some people just like to badger you just to see if you would just blow up. But it is what it is. So, um, any other questions, comments, concerns? Because I don't want to end this live and you might have wanted to say something to me. Plus, my computer is not dead yet, so um, hopefully my phone is still good because I'm recording on it. But yeah, come on now, say something and give your girl a few likes. Appreciate that. Oh, I got a question for you guys. Is there anyone? Oh, is there anyone that um, works in the medical field as a nurse practitioner or um, physician's assistant, a PA? If so, comment below. I got some questions to ask you. If so. And you know what? A lot of the doctors that I've come across, when I tell them I've dropped out of NP school, they're like, "Why? You could do this. You would be a great clinician." And I'm like, uh, I don't, I don't know if I want to be a clinician. I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather teach. I'd rather get into education. And I mean, with this channel, I'm able to educate a little bit and then have a little bit of humor in there because that's me. I'm silly. But at times you can be serious when you need to be. Okay, I guess I don't have any nurse practitioners or physicians. I was going to ask something in their area, but if not, it's okay. I think I'm going to close out this live, but if you have any, I'm going to give you maybe 2 more minutes. If you have any comments that you want to put in the chat, feel free to do so. If you want me to link an email for you to reach out to me, comment email. I'll generate one and I'll start posting it in the description of my videos. If you want to, if you want me to talk about travel nursing, let me know. I got you. Um, What else? What else? What else? What else? Just comment. I want to hear something from you before I end it, because I'm getting more people to join the live, and I don't want to miss out on somebody getting some information that they might have wanted, you know. But your girl thirsty. I've been talking a lot. Anyone else? Okay, well, I gave it a shot. I don't think anybody else wants to write anything. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, this channel shot up so quick within months. I'm forever grateful for having this many subscribers. I will, post one of my videos. I tend to post my shorts around the same time at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I'm running behind, it may be 8 o'clock. But I am pretty consistent. And like I said, YouTube is not for the faint at heart. Nursing ain't either. But you got to definitely be consistent in order to get a good audience like you guys and to continue to grow. Let me see, Kush. Thank you for answering all my questions. Oh, no problem, Kush. You keep me posted when you start nursing school. And remember what I said about networking with those nurse managers while you're in clinicals, because that could be a way for you to get into that role when you graduate. All right, guys, I am going to end it because no one else has said anything, but I appreciate everybody viewing. And y'all have a blessed day. Bye.